Well, our other topic for the MCU this week is that we got a report that the Russo brothers are being brought into the fold at the MCU in a lot of different areas, but that the first priority is getting them to direct the next two Avengers movies, which is, I think, what I have been saying this entire time is that they need to come back and direct the Avengers movies because they absolutely killed it the first two times, and they're 4 for 4 in the MCU for me.
Right.
I think it's very exciting, but like I know Kevin Feige recently said that, oh well, it's the Russo brothers this week, but I'm curious to see who it is. It's who it's going to be next week, right? Because like the reports, I guess he's saying, have been getting it wrong this entire time, and so it sounds like he's denying that the Russo brothers are directing it, but I don't know. We'll see.
There was a report or like a rumor that they had been rejected. By
that they offered, right? And he was like, I'm gonna look around.
But the same thing kind of happened with like the Deadpool and Wolverine scripts. Like there were multiple scripts that Ryan Reynolds put forth, and then they kind of got like rejected, and then like he's like, well, just keep coming back and like until we like agree on something. This might not be true, but like I think, especially with like some of the rumors that the list of things that are supposedly going to come out at Comic-Con next week, which I don't believe all of them, but one of them is we'll get the directors of the Avengers movies get announced.
Interesting.
And I think that at this point, considering it's not going to be Destin Daniel Cretton,
I think is what his name is,
and it's not going to be God, who else did they? There was somebody else.
They were eyeing Sean Levy.
Sean Levy. It's not going to be Sean Levy because he wants to do a Star Wars movie that'll never happen. But I do think that this might get announced next weekend.
I really hope it's true, man. Like on top of them being able to handle like so many characters in a movie, like those like Avengers Infinity War and Endgame were beautifully shot. Like really, really like above, like heads and shoulders above most other things in the MCU. So I don't know. I think style wise and story wise, they know how to put something together. And
I think that as much as there's been like multiple scripts being developed, or at least like one general script kind of being made, because they have the writer for like Quantumania attached, and then they had a new writer, and I don't know if there's how many writers there's been at this point, but like I imagine that maybe Kevin Feige at one point was like, I don't know, and then like about your idea, and it's like I'm gonna go still look around, and then maybe they've come up with something that he's like, you know what, that's actually. But it's not idea.
Like they have the directors as the writers though, and like it seems like they've been hiring separate, like, right?
Yeah, but like I still feel like
they need to have a vision.
I think there's got to be like the vision, right. And I also like I can't imagine that the Russos wouldn't want to do this, considering they haven't been doing that hot outside of
But they did The Gray Man, right?
Did The Gray Man? They did. I think they did like, was it Cherry? With Tom Holland.
Yeah, I think so.
And like I know like my sister said she watched that, but like she was like, it was all right. But
that's not good to hear.
Oh, but it's like, like I haven't heard too many.
And from what I hear is that like they do want to like come back for this. So
yeah, that's Cherry, The Gray Man, and then a movie coming out this year called The Electric State, and then besides that they've been like producers for Extraction and Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Extraction 2, and wrote Extraction 2, and wrote Extraction. So I think, and it's like I don't know, when's the last time that you were like excited about like a Russo brothers thing since Endgame.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's been like we've produced 21 Bridges, we've produced Extraction. We did Cherry. We did The Gray Man. Nobody's like, oh my God, those were amazing movies.
No, yeah. I mean, I heard The Gray Man had like some big actors and a huge production budget, but like the reviews weren't super hot about that one, so I didn't really even check it out.
Yeah.
So, sure. I think what's great about this is that they need each other.
Yeah.
The MCU needs them, and they need the MCU. So let's make it happen, guys. Let's really make the magic and bring back Avengers Prime.
I think it's already. I think it's gonna get announced.
Let's hope. And so Comic-Con, you said, is next week.
Next week.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll be having my eyes on that.
I think like, imagine like Wolverine and Deadpool does great, and which comes out next week when that we know of, it will do great.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And then Comic-Con gets announced, and then you're like, and we're bringing back the Russo brothers.
That'd be huge. Huge week for Marvel.
Huge week.